Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to another Ordinary Guy review. Today we are using the podcast studio, so I apologize for Mike and some other stuff being in the way. And we're probably going to do this video on both channels. That's going to be the SurThrive Today channel as well as the Ordinary Guy Show channel. But anyway, this is part 2 of the Altra Torin 3.5 mesh review. So the reason why I was doing this review was to decide what was going to be a better choice. Was it going to be the knits, the Torin knits, or was it going to be the mesh? So we're going to keep the camera on these shoes so you can kind of see a little bit of a difference. I know, briefly, we went over it last time. Biggest difference, these shoes right here, $125. These shoes here, $135. Now, the 2019 versions are going to be coming out. I don't know when, so you can expect a price drop between both. These shoes slightly lighter, a little bit heavier, barely. This is a net material versus the mesh. Shoelacing system is a little bit different here on the mesh. The mesh has almost like a full tongue lace where it basically is going to connect to the tongue the entire time, and a little bit more padding, between the tongue and the shoe there. And your knit is a lot looser, a little bit more of my preference for running. And ultimately here, this is to give you a little bit of guidance as to which one you're going to buy. So that being said, again, we compared before. Both shoes pretty much the same. I do think that there's a difference in the color of the foam. I don't know, maybe it's just me being weird, but I think that some of the darker foam seems to be a little denser. I'm not a scientist or anything, can't tell you about that. But again, almost the exact same shoe. There are a couple of things that I noticed though. So for example, I like to wear compression socks on a long run. I was able to do that in the knit. Was not able to do that in the mesh, and that's because I need to actually go up half of a size on the mesh. Not the biggest deal, but I did run 2 half marathons in them over the last couple of weeks, and I could tell you that my toes are absolutely killing me. So if you're going to get these, go up half a size. Anyway, let's switch views here so I can kind of tell you a little bit about which one I would go with and why. Again, this is supposed to be very, very simple. There's plenty of info that you can find on the shoes. I'm just trying to help you guys pick between which one. So I hate to be that person that tells you, like 2 different options and say that they're both fine. Might be the case here, and here's the reason. I prefer the knit. I do. I think the knit is more comfortable. It felt softer. I love the paper thin tongue. The knit material is just so soft and flexible. Problem I have though here in Florida, especially as we're coming into the summer months, is that it rains. It rains frequently. It could rain out of nowhere, and if you're really trying to just get a run in regardless, these are not the best shoes for water. It's almost like your t-shirt, right? Once your t-shirt gets wet, it's essentially done. The mesh shoe, I think, did a little bit better with moisture. It dried a heck of a lot quicker. I have a little shoe drying system that I created in my garage. Basically just hang and air dry. But dried way quicker. They are slightly lighter. I would just go up half of a size. So if you live anywhere, that the weather is not, Florida type weather, right? So if you can count on, dry days, if you can count on, no sudden afternoon rain, then I would stick to the knits. The knits are going to be my 100% go-to choice for that kind of weather. If I had to order another pair right now, I'm very torn, but I think I would go with the mesh, 1/2 of a size bigger. I told you about my feet and the compression socks giving me a problem, just being too tight, a little too snug here. You can get over that by going up half of a size. I would probably do that, and that's only because I need a shoe that can kind of get me through the summer, through the rain, dry pretty quick, be able to put them on the next day and not worry about it. You can always find some crazy drying methods to get these dry. It's just that when they get wet, they're a heck of a lot soggier, not the most comfortable. If I lived anywhere where I can count on the weather, this is where I would go. And they're also $10 cheaper. So, I kind of ruled that out because if you're spending that kind of money, $10 is $10. I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so this is my favorite shoe. The Torin 3.5 knit favorite shoe. 3.5 mesh, however, is going to be my recommended shoe for anybody with, sketchy weather. Let's call it sketchy weather. You're going to get, the same thing out of both of them. I just think that you got a little bit of a bonus when it comes to moisture. But remember, half a size up. I wear 10.5 in these. 10.5 in these killed my toes. So if I had to order another pair right now, I'd order the 11s. However, I am waiting to see what the new shoes look like, the 2019 versions. So, went a lot longer than I wanted to, but thank you guys. Feel free to leave comments on what you think, or if you have any other shoe recommendations. Can't promise that I'll get to them, but so far I am kind of starting my favorites list, and I can post that up for you guys if you guys want. That's it. Thank you guys very much, and stay ordinary.